creating a variable in JavaScript is relatively easy, but there are a few things that you need to keep in mind. First thing, you can declare a variable. So declaring a variable means creating a variable. And when we declare a variable, we usually use one of three keywords, either the var variable, or var, we use let, or we use const, which is a shortened version of the word constant. Now, in modern day JavaScript, because JavaScript has been around for a number of years, modern JavaScript does not use the word var or variable because it's a bit outdated, and let is actually preferable to variable or var. So we will use let rather. We will use let most of the time. We will not use var very often. Now, you might see me slip into var usage because I've been using JavaScript for that long. But when we want to create a variable that is truly a variable, meaning the value of that variable might change, then we are going to use the keyword let. So we're going to use let, and there I go, slipping into var usage already. We're going to use let, as in let age equal 48. So that creates a variable called age, and it sets the value to the number 48. Okay, so that variable is now created, but later on we might want to change it. If we're creating a program that keeps track of people's ages, obviously we would want to change that every year. So that age might change to 49, 50, and so on. Now, when we create a variable or a container where we don't want the value to change, right, we are going to use the keyword const. And this will actually, if we create a variable with the keyword const like this, and then we try to change the name from Bill to Dave or whatever, then it's going to produce an error. Now, why would we do something on purpose that would produce an error? Wouldn't it be easier, you might be thinking, to just always use let? Well, it would be easier to always use let, but there are cases in a program where if we change the value of a variable, it has a negative result. And so when we don't want the value of a variable to change because it would produce some kind of a negative result in the program, or just when we want to tell ourselves that this variable actually doesn't vary, it stays the same, then we're going to use the constant keyword when we declare the variable so that it actually becomes what we often call in programming a constant. A constant is just a variable that doesn't vary. It stays the same throughout the life of the program.